cannot be extinguished. There is no shame in falling to a god. There is no shame in falling.
I'm Captain Lily Rock. Remember, this ain't no charity run. You owe me. Cast off! All right. Don't think I'd be forgetting that.
Despite your best efforts, Beast. I shall put this simply, for in truth, everything comes down to the simple act of planting a seed in the ground. The gods are rising because you slew the one creature that prevented them from doing so. Your name for it is the Beast. It was I who planted the seed in the rich soil beneath Highgate, who nurtured it, who watched it bloom into maturity, even as I succumbed to its mollifying powers. We gods, we were. The Beast was never a cruel master. It didn't want to destroy, to corrupt, to terrorize. It simply existed to exist. I made it that way. Unfortunately, in neglecting to provide it. If she is to be of any use to us, the Umbra spirit must be wrenched from her mortal manifestation and lashed to our greater cause. That is your task. For my part, I shall negotiate the terms of it. Ambition is the bane of mortality. It was through ambition that we gods transcended the thick mud and thin blood of our mundane birthrights. Ambition that drove us to sustain our divine selves through the subjugation of others. Despite your best efforts, Beast Slayer, a splinter of hope remains. The very seed that brought my beast into existence. The dark. Despite your best efforts, Beast Slayer, a splinter of hope remains. The very seed that brought my beast into existence. The dark ember. Never again shall it birth a life so magnificent as the beast. Yet a residue of that power still lives.
First, Nessa. I saw her one. I wonder how much Lily squeezed out of those refugees from Oriath. Never took much stock in the stories Lily told. Didn't sit right. Those full moon sacrifices her. Those shambling nobles out there on the strand. They left Oriath to die a bloody death. Rats fleeing a sinking. Nessa. I saw her one night, running out across the coast. Headed in the direction of the mudflats. Called out to her, but she didn't even turn her head. Farewell.
Now there's a pair of eyes I could never forget. If the tales are true, those peepers of yours have... Now, I'm sure you've noticed that Lion Ice Watch has seen better days. Our once bubbling township has, alas, become a brooding quagmire of gloom and despair. Now there's a sorry tale, more miserable than any dirge I've ever heard. Nessa's gone, wandered off into the night, muttering. Lily Roth, granddaughter of the legendary Rottooth Roth. Oh, apologies if I seem a little giddy. It's not any old day you get to meet marine royalty. I mean, you know how... Yes, we live in curious times indeed. A time when old stories are being birthed, mewling and puking into our world of dirt and blood. You won't find a sailor that doesn't whisper a quiet prayer to the Brine King night before casting off. In fact, under the maddening radiance of a full moon, the more superstitious captains would drown some poor slave. You'll not find a more renowned pirate as Whalem Rocktooth Roth. In times when Fairgraves was still a whelp earning his sea legs, Rocktooth was prowling the Strait of Orioth in his ship, the Black Crest. It's said. Now, I'm sure you've noticed that Lion Ice Watch has seen better days. Our once bubbling township has, alas, become a brooding quagmire of gloom and despair. I blame the unrelenting weather. As you know, I am both a humanitarian.